Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Transfermarkt TV. My name is Casper Pop and we're going to bring you the latest news and rumors from the top leagues around the world. And first of all, this week we're going to have a closer look at Pep Guardiola and his stay at Man City. So in the summer, he's allowed to spend £200 million to get a new striker, with Sergio Aguero not playing recently because of being injured. So he's going to become a free agent on June 30. The Argentine international could yet extend his stay in Manchester, but he has yet to reach an agreement over a deal with City. So on the top of the wish list of Pep Guardiola is Romelu Lukaku, Benfica's David Nunes, and the top spot makes Erling Haaland as the potential target at all. And another Premier League club who's interested is definitely Chelsea in signing the BBB striker next summer, and they want to make a big push to make it happen. So there's no exit clause for the 2021 according to reports. Haaland can move only for a fixed transfer fee for 75 million in the summer of 22. A deal in 2021 is only possible in case of a significantly higher order, so that might be around 100 million mark, so that they only surpassed when they signed Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen for 80 million. So Chelsea could be more interesting for Haaland to win titles with his career rather than international as well as domestic. So, and with Aguero's future being uncertain and Haaland being wanted by pretty all of the European top clubs, maybe Lukaku or Nunes be a good option for his position. And now we have a closer look to the fixed transfers. And first of all, we have Mesut Özil, who will join Fenerbahce after dissolving his contract at Arsenal. The former German national team player has left England and is now on his way to Istanbul. While Fenerbahce have announced ongoing negotiations at the stock exchange, Özil himself spoke about the transfer to the Turkish station NTV. According to a report by The Athletic, the Gunners and Özil have found an agreement to dissolve the player's contract. Özil was not registered for either the Premier League or the Europa League ahead of the season. At the time, there was not enough time for Özil to find a new club. With the situation unchanged this January, Özil decided to leave the club. Jack Wilshere is set to disappear from the free agent market shortly. The 29-year-old central midfielder has agreed to contract with Bournemouth until the end of the season. This is reported by Sky Sports and The Guardian. Wilshere has been without a club since his West Ham contract was terminated last deadline day. Most recently, the 34 times England international had already joined the Cherries in training to keep fit. Because he was able to convince head coach Jason Tindall with his performances, Wilshere now receives a short-term deal until this summer. Former Bayern Munich and Juventus striker Mario Mandzukic has joined Serie A side AC Milan. The Croatian 34-year-old has reportedly agreed a deal with the Serie A leader until the end of the current season, with the option of extending for a further year. He will join Zlatan Ibrahimovic in attack and will wear the number 9 jersey. Chelsea have confirmed Danny Drinkwater has joined Turkish club Kasımpaşa on loan until the end of the season. English midfielder Drinkwater joined Chelsea from Leicester for €37.9 million in 2017, but has made just 23 senior Stamford Bridge appearances. Up to now, he's the 10th most expensive English footballer in history, ahead of players like David Beckham and Wayne Rooney. Brighton have allowed defender Bernardo to join Austrian club RB Salzburg on loan for the rest of the season. The 25-year-old Brazilian joined Albion from RB Leipzig in 2018 and made his 50th appearance for the club last week's 1-0 defeat to Man City. He has struggled for action this term, making just 2 Premier League starts, and returns to the club where he spent the second half of the 2015-16 season. And as we've been talking about the fixed transfers, we're now having a look at the rumors. And on the top spot is David Alaba, who will leave Bayern Munich and is probably going to Real Madrid in this summer. According to Marca on Monday evening, the well-connected Spanish outlet reported that Alaba has signed a 4-year contract that will earn him 11 million for a season. The newspaper also claimed that the Austrian has already completed his medical. If true, Los Blancos will have beaten out several European top clubs to sign Alaba. Man City, Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea were all linked to the Bayern Munich defender. And it would be a disaster for Munich. He's leaving for free, and on top he's one of the key players for Hansi Flick's outfit at the moment. And so Bayern Munich have to look for a new defender and have to sign someone. And on the top spot could be Eder Militao from Real Madrid. So with Alaba moving to Spain and Sergio Ramos potentially renewing his deal, his match time could be further cut. Munich are still looking for Doya Upamecano, who could leave Leipzig for 42 million euros in summer. But with Militao seeing his time playing cut, he seems to be willing to move in the summer too. So the two players could be good options to recompense the departures of the two long-time Munich players, with Jerome Boateng probably ending his contract as well. So the other clubs who are interested are Juventus, Dortmund, Tottenham and Liverpool. So it could be a hot race for the defender. It seems that Dele is really struggling at Tottenham. Since Jose Mourinho took over from Mauricio Pochettino, the attacking midfielder has been going downhill step by step. His market value recently dropped from 90 million to 38 million. He has also long since ceased to be the first choice of the English national team. To still have a chance of making the three-line squad for the European Championship in the summer, a switch in the winter is urgently needed. Pochettino had signed Ali for Tottenham from League One side MK Dons and developed him into an international whose market value peaked at 100 million in 2018. It could be a fresh start for Ali at PSG and could see him come back to all condition under his former head coach. Arkadiusz Milik has agreed to terms with Olympique Marseille, while the French club and Napoli are negotiating the final details of the formula and the fee of the move. Gazzetta dello Sport and Sky Sport reported over the weekend. Marseille, which have been pursuing the Polish striker for some time, have upped the offer and have reportedly come to close meeting Napoli's 50 million euros asking price thanks to some bonuses. It is also the only bid on the table at the moment if the Partenopei want to avoid losing the player for nothing at the end of his contract. After Sebastian Haller sailed to Ajax last week, West Ham have cash in the bank and a desire to improve their attack. And they apparently feel that Montpellier's Gaëtan Laborde, 26-year-old author of 6 goals in 20 Ligue 1 games this season, could be the £16 million answer to their problems. Also on the radar, reports the Telegraph, are Boulaye Dia at Rennes and Adam Armstrong from Blackburn. Marseille boss André Villas-Boas has confirmed there's interest from Premier League clubs including Aston Villa, Arsenal and Tottenham in midfielder Morgan Sanson. He's a reported target for Mikel Arteta, with the Spaniard apparently looking for a central midfielder this month. We'll see. Transfer windows open. Sanson is a player who's highly rated. Officially, we have not received any offers. He's a boy who interests English teams because of characteristics, and it's possible that something could happen, Villas-Boas said. Sanson's market value dropped to 20 million in the last Ligue 1 market value update. Yusuf En-Nesyri is thought to be West Ham's top target. West Ham are understood to have made a formal bid of 25 million plus 5 million in add-ons over the weekend to acquire the services of the 23-year-old, who as of now would surpass Haller as the most expensive January transfer as a result. In the centre-forward position, manager David Moyes only has Michael Antonio left after losing his best scorer, 7 goals in 90 matches across all competitions, to Ajax, and desperately needs reinforcements up front. And it's now already the second week of this transfer window, and we haven't seen the big deals yet. But anyway, we take a look at the most expensive transfers that we had so far. And in the goal position, we have the Shuichi Gona, the Japanese international, who went to Shinzu for 1 million. And the 4 defenders that we have just put up are Joachim Mele, Mackenzie, Verissimo and Reabcic. You can see they are not the biggest deals, but one definitely points out that's Joachim Mele, the 23-year-old Denmark international, played 105 matches for Genk, made 4 goals. He's definitely one to look at Bergamo in the future. And in the midfield, Juan Fernando Quintero is a 28-year-old Colombian attacking midfielder. He played 21 matches and made 6 goals for River Plate and is going to the Chinese Super League and is going to play for Shenzhen in the future. And on the right side, we have Brandon Aronson, the 28-year-old United States international, comes from Philadelphia Union and is going to play for Salzburg. And here are 2 young players that I think are really interesting. One is Amad Diallo, the 18-year-old Varian from Atalanta is going to Man United. He hadn't had much game time, but I guess he will develop well at Man United. And he went for a fee of 21 million euros. And another really interesting young midfielder is Dominik Szoboszlai. The Hungary international played for Salzburg 56 matches and made 16 goals. And I think he might have a bright future at Leipzig. So up front we have the two strikers. Pedro, 23-year-old Brazilian striker, made 10 goals in the 19 matches that he's been on loan at Flamengo from Florence already, and they pulled the Bayern clause and he's going to stay at Flamengo for the next season. And the other striker is Sebastian Haller, who had made just 10 goals in the last appearances for West Ham and became a key striker, but is going to Ajax anyways. So it might be a good future for him in the league. So we have a total fee of only 117.9 million, which is not that much, but so as we see, we still have 2 weeks to go, and maybe the big ones will come. So these were the most expensive transfers so far for this transfer window, and now we are coming to the news. And Brighton and Hove Albion have confirmed young defender Tariq Lamptey has signed a new long-term deal at the club. Sportsmail reported earlier this week that the talented 20-year-old had been in talks to extend his stay at the Amex. And the South Coast outfit have now revealed Lamptey has committed to fresh terms, likely to be an improvement to his previous wage packet until June 2025. The saga regarding a 10-week global ban from football for Kieran Trippier appears to set to drag on, as Atletico Madrid now plan to take their appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. On Monday, FIFA confirmed the terms of his ban for breaching betting rules had been verified after Atletico had appealed following the decision from the English FA in December. As things stand, Trippier will miss 9 matches for Los Rojiblancos, including the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 tie against Chelsea next month, although this appeal may mean that the right back is once again available for selection until the definitive outcome arrives. Phil Neville has been confirmed as the new head coach of Major League Soccer side Inter Miami. The 43-year-old left his role as England women head coach on Monday, several months earlier than originally planned, having previously announced he would leave in the summer before Serena Wigman takes over. Inter Miami, who are part-owned by Neville's former England and Man United teammate David Beckham, parted company with manager Diego Alonso earlier this month, so we will see if the duo of the Class 99 adds some spice to the Major League Soccer. Meritan Shabani, former homegrown of FC Bayern, has signed a new contract with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Shortly after moving from Munich to England, the offensive midfielder suffered a cruciate ligament rupture in his first professional appearance for the Wolves, but can now play again and has decent values in the club's U23. His new contract is valid until 2023. So this is Transfermarkt TV for this week. Leave a comment what you think about Pep Guardiola's wish list. Please subscribe and see you around. Bye bye.